Case study of Apple. Today, Apple Inc. is known all over the world for its high-tech products like iPods, iPhones, MacBooks, Apple TV, and other professional software. All of the high-tech products help people live better in a lot of different ways. Apple Inc.'s strong position on the world market has also changed how people use electronic devices, such as for virtual communication. People will never need to carry around a bunch of devices that only do a few things each. Apple also added a lot of value to a very competitive market and industry, which gave them a competitive edge in the field with a lot of competition. Welcome to Brain Magnets. In today's video, let's talk about Apple's current strategy for growth, which helps the company do better in the market. So let's get started. Steve Jobs started Apple in the 1970s, and he later became the CEO of the company. In 1976, Apple started out as a computer company. It was quickly known for its easy-to-use graphical user interface, which led to the first mouse and the first on-screen Windows. Steve Jobs' innovative approach focused more on specialized products, and by 2001 its full inventions were put to use with the release of the iPod, which was the best-selling music player on the market. In 2008, the iPhone finally came out. It was followed by the iMac, iPad, and iTunes, all of which were also very popular. This meant that the company was moving toward making electronic products and providing excellent customer service for all of its products, its top priorities. Apple's first strategy for the current expansion plan is to come up with new ideas that are a little different from what their competitors are doing. Steve Jobs wanted the company to be more innovative, so he put focus on competitive pressure and the value proposition. He also put the emphasis on his management style, which was customer-centered innovation and the customer experience. As CEO of Apple, Steve Jobs carefully weighed the competitive pressure and market opportunities by always looking for ways to improve the customer experience. He also put the customer center at the center of their business and IT strategies. It means that Apple will focus more on the market and business drivers than on the products and services it already has. Steve Jobs focused on this strategy because customers can help the company figure out what customers want and what they don't have enough of. Jobs could then use this information to do more research and come up with more innovative, creative, and technologically advanced products and services that meet customers' needs. So compared to Apple's competitors, the design of Apple products is always beautiful and elegant. Apple's iPods and iPhones are good examples of how the company has changed the way people live by making digital lifestyles. Apple's second plan is to set itself apart from its competitors. Apple's operating system is called Macintosh. While Windows is used by most other computer makers, Apple has an advantage in the personal computer market because its operating software is different from that of its competitors. MacBook users are happy with the way Macintosh works because it saves a lot of energy when the computer is in standby mode. The processor will automatically close any programs that aren't being used. Windows, on the other hand, doesn't have this kind of technology, so Windows users may have to charge their laptops more often because they use more battery power than Macintosh users. Apple made an ultra-thin MacBook Air, which is very thin compared to the other laptops on the market. The MacBook Air is a great choice for people who want a laptop that is lighter and thinner. Apple does not make laptops in different colors like Dell and HP do to give customers more options. But Apple is still the better choice for consumers who care about technology and high performance. When it comes to apps and software, the App Store gives customers a place to download apps and software based on their categories. The App Store makes it easy to look for any app or piece of software. iTunes makes it easy for people to sort songs into groups and download them. By using iTunes, people can choose the album cover for their songs that they like best. They can also use a laptop to sync and update the songs on their iPhone. iTunes also lets people move pictures from their iPhones to their PCs. As for pricing, Apple uses a strategy called skimming pricing, in which they set high prices for their goods, but Apple still has a lot of loyal customers who are willing to pay more for Apple products. This is because people feel good about themselves when they carry Apple products. They think it shows that they are cool and have better taste than other people. Some customers think that Apple products are neither cheap nor expensive because they always get what they pay for with Apple products. Aside from that, Apple uses a strategy called specialization, in which they tailor each customer's laptop to their needs. Customers have to add features to the laptop that will make it better for them. Apple also puts a lot of emphasis on the fact that entertainment programs that are built for high performance, such as games, can be customized. Gaming is a big part of how Apple is able to change the features and specs of its products to make them more interesting and creative. Apple stay ahead of the competition by coming up with new ideas for product designs and always to run its business. It also had a wide range of products and sold directly to stores instead of going through third-party retailers. The company also opened up 247 stores, including 19 stores inside the company, which brought in an average of $29.9 million from sales. The company has a lot of loyal customers, and the customer base says that the company is always growing. Kaiser 2009. Apple suppliers have helped them make a wider range of products. Apple made a deal with partners like Hynix Semiconductor, Intel Corporation, Samsung, Micron Technology, and Toshiba Corporation for a number of years to supply its major key components. These included dynamic random access memory, DRAM, LCD displays, NAND flash memory, and microprocessors. It also teamed up with other companies around the world to make sure that the final assembly of its products focused on quality issues. On the market research side, it was said that Apple would sometimes collect personal information for the market research purposes. The goal of this information is to learn more about what customers want, improve products, and figure out how to give them the best information. Apple teamed up with other service providers like MobileMe and iTunes stores to help gather information by requiring customers to make a phone company ID before buying products. The ID strategy is meant to make it easier for customers to use web services. It also saves them time because they don't have to give their personal information when they ask for services. For the process to work, each person must make a profile with their name, phone number, email address, or credit card number, as well as a password that will be used to get into the profile. After the sign-up process is done, the customer is given a personal ID and a password that the system comes up with its own. So, the next time a customer goes to the website to buy something, he or she is greeted by a name and given up-to-date information about the product they brought. Companies also have come up with ways to beat their competitors in order to stay in the business. Some of these strategies include changing the price of a product, which is only a temporary fix, improving the features of the product, which is the key to success, using channels of distribution creatively, and taking advantage of relationships with suppliers. When we look at these examples, it seems like the cost of advertising went down because people knew the brands. From this point of view, Apple's move into digital consumer electronics like the iPod, iPhone, and iMac, among other things, opened up new markets for its products. Apple dominated the computer market by establishing itself as the best company for technology solutions for teachers, web designers, and graphic artists. It also became a leader in digital entertainment. Later, the iPod software was added to the Windows version of iTunes, and this made it even easier for everyone to buy and use. Apple's feedback system and outreach programs let customers tell the company about broken machines so that the company could fix them before they broke down. For example, one of the company's products, like the iMac, was said to be giving customers a lot of trouble. In response, the company gave 15% refund bonuses to all faulty 27-inch iMacs in the UK and $300 apologies to all of its unhappy customers in the US. In a quick move to fix the problem, the company offered free repairs to all the machines that were affected. It also put up a support page that explained how minor problems could be fixed and how the warranty for each affected machine could be extended as a result. Customers who paid their own money to fix broken machines were reimbursed by the company, and they were told to take their drives to official Apple repair channels. Apple's main segments were the United States, Europe, Africa, Japan, and the Middle East. Other retail divisions were in Italy, Canada, and the United Kingdom. It gave its customers a wide range of products and put a lot of money into research and development year after year. Apple's products were sold in stores all over the US, where customers could easily find them and report broken ones. Apple's recent merger with software developers and leading providers of voice entry technology showed how well it knows and is known in the IT field. But Apple should take the time to test its products before rushing to put them on the market. For example, the case for the MacBook Air disappointed many customers when it came out. Apple has a big gap between its product strategy and changes in society, the economy, and the number of people in the country. Keeping up with technology gave the company an edge over its competitors, and the uniqueness of its products and services helped it strengthen its position in the market even more. But if it can't adapt to changes in society, economy, and population, it could lose its market position in the future. Apple and Dell competed head-to-head in the computer market, and Apple CEO Steve Jobs said that market share wasn't the most important thing. This statement is contradictory on its own, since companies do business to make money. Dell was able to dominate the market because of how well it managed its supply chain, but Apple did better in terms of inventions and other measures. Apple should think about how to make prices flexible and adaptable to changes in society and the economy. In a nutshell, the secret to Apple's success is making unique products that can be changed to fit the needs of each person. And that is it for today, guys. Be sure to hit that subscribe button to get the latest updates about the freshest and interesting content we keep on posting.